We are in the country of friends after all. But if we have already come together, please allow me to say my introductory speech, which I have prepared for you today. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, dear citizens, dear representatives. We have come to clear our old debt today. Hungary has long been one of the people of Baks-Kiskun and Bekesvármegyi. For decades, this has been a part of Hungary. There was no desire or money for Hungary to be involved in the transportation and economic affairs of Hungary. But in the decision-making of communism, in the reclaiming of Hungary's independence, settlements and locations that play a decisive role can be found here in the area. For example, I remember the student meeting that took place in Szarvas in 1985. Jesus Christ, it was 40 years ago. This was one of the important stages of the path to the formation of Fidesz, the first meeting of the National Collegium of Experts. We named it the Fourth, because at that time, everything had yet to be permitted, and it was easier to slip under the radar of the communist authorities. And here, next to the 44th Old Road, there is also Lakitelek, the hub of the Hungarian national renewal, which is the home of the young people of our regime, the national integrity of the regime, the nationality of the representative of Lezak, Lakitelek. I remember how difficult it was for a man on his way here. It took him half a day to get to Elvergo, let's say Bekes. It was enough to catch a slower truck. I also remember that after the change of regime, all the governments promised to start something with this situation. The old 44th was qualified as the first regular main road from the second main road in 1990, and with this, the road was closed. The paper could handle everything anyway. In 2014, the national government decided to break the debt, and in 2014, Minister János Lázár received the full request, if I remember correctly, so in addition to the loss of capital, to solve the problem. We have been working continuously on this road since 2016. Among the current representatives, many were there at the base station. The first steps praised them. Thank you very much for your work. Then, in 2019, we passed the M44, Tizakurt-Kondorosi section. In 2020, we have already pulled the road to Bekesaba. In 2021, we also connected it with Lakitelek, and last year with Szent Kirali. Now there was a queue at Kecskemet, but we have not finished it yet, because the connection from Bekesaba to Budapest is already direct, but not yet in reverse. We may be able to finish it in the future. We have built more than 125 kilometers of high-speed road. We have created a fast and comfortable connection. We have improved the quality of life of the people living here, the quality of life of those who have served for it, because this region is inhabited by people who are hard-working, who want to be happy, who love their country, who are nationalistic people. They say that the city air makes them free, this place, and you have proven that the rural air makes it Hungarian. Hungary has always been predictable. Hungary has always been predictable to the people living here, and I personally thank them for the support I have received from you. Today it proves that you can also count on the national government. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kunszeg is the center of the country. This was the case when we lived in the historical Hungary, and this is the case today. This region today not only offers agricultural products, not only gives the beauty of the underground to the country, but it has also become an industrial hub. Here at Kecskemet, next to the Mercedes factory, there are several car manufacturers. Here is the Univeris, one of the pride of our food industry. Every Hungarian household has an indispensable need for this. The Szarvasi Kocsogos coffee maker, the indispensable burnt gum in the kitchen, and Gyula has already set up the Airbus, which is the representative of Chux Technica. We are not far from the center of the Danube asphalt. Without them, we would not be able to stand here today. There would be no way for us to pass through. We thank them from here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, factories are being closed in Europe today, but we want new factories, and we will not close the old ones, but we will expand them. This will also help the new ones. Industry can grow, trade can grow. It will be easier to build new factories and increase the capacity of the old ones. The M44 will bring more opportunities, more work, more resources. The country's last significant workforce can also be found in Békés. We want to create opportunities for them as well, and we want to involve them in the economic development of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, we have become the government of road construction over the years. Since 2010, the length of high-speed roads has increased by 1.5 times. We have doubled the state budget in 15 years. Hungary can be proud of this achievement. We have also decided that all rural cities will be accessible by high-speed roads. In the past years, we have connected Eger, Szolnok, Szolgotogyan, Sopron, and Kaposvár. The M44 will also enter this club today, but we will not stop here. We will continue to build in the coming years. In the coming years, the minister says, we will expand the M1, M3, and M7 motorways in 3 stages. We will also build the M8 motorway, which will also go this way, and it will be possible to travel between Western and Eastern Hungary without the touch of Budapest. Today's meeting is also an important statement of this great plan. We have heard the importance of villages from the representative of Sándor Leszák. The new M44 will include more than 120 villages under 5,000 people, whose inhabitants will be able to reach their destination faster. Villages are also winners in the development of the high-speed road network. Villages should not be built down, but should be built up. But good roads are also needed for this. Besides roads, serious railway developments are also underway. The bridge at Mahacs is being built with the country's most serious engineering performance. We have just completed the Paksi Duna bridge a year ago. The whole country is being built, ladies and gentlemen. This is all nice and good, but serious dangers have also hit their heads. The most important danger is called the joining of Ukraine to the European Union. This danger is flying over our heads here. Yesterday, a package for accelerating the joining of Ukraine was distributed in Brussels. This means that our teams are at war in Brussels. If this were to happen, we would have to spend all the money of the Hungarians on Ukraine. The costs of the joining of our eastern neighbor would amount to 20 billion forints for Hungary. Not only would the EU resources that we have in our hands not arrive, but the Hungarian spending money would also end up in Kiev. And then, for a long time, no road would be built on Hungarian soil. This is why it is important that the vote on the membership of the Ukrainian Union, the VOX, 2025, I ask all of you to take part in this. Ladies and gentlemen, in the coming years, this question will be whether Ukraine will be a member of the European Union, the most important question of Hungarian politics. The standing points are clear. Besides the membership of Brussels and the TISA party in Ukraine, we, the national forces, are against it. This has serious consequences. Brussels wants a government of the Ukrainian party in Hungary, which fulfills its commitments. This is what the Brussels-TISA Pact is about. Brussels helps to support the economic development of the Hungarians by raising the TISA in power. In exchange, the TISA supports the membership of Ukraine, the economic and military assistance of Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent days, a new period of time has begun in Hungarian politics. Brussels and the TISA party openly declared that the Hungarians' goal is to break the line of life. They want to work together to make Hungary an unsuccessful country. They want to prevent the renewal of 50 hospitals, to prevent the development of public services, to build roads and railways. The worse the country, the better for them. For power and money, they are capable of everything. We will not let this happen. We will make Hungary successful, even if they want to destroy us. There will be a great war, or rather there is a great war. Together with Ukraine, we have to stop them. It is a great task, but we are not afraid of it. We will not back down, but we will win. Ladies and gentlemen, today is also such a victory. I would like to thank the builders and the builders who helped us to make Hungary a better place. We are grateful to them. I wish you all a happy holiday. I thank you with my words of shame, because Hungary was not, but will be,